Lightspeed Spanish, podcast number 23 for absolute beginners. And today we're talking about the words that have accents and the words that don't. The same words, but one has an accent and one doesn't. And we're going to start giving you some ideas of how to identify the two. Pero primero, Cynthia,
Gordon,
¿qué tal?
muy bien. ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal tú?
Yo fantásticamente.
Ah, sí, fantásticamente.
Tengo calor.
Sí, son los focos.
Los focos y también el calor, Cynthia.
Y el
Es que
calor.
hace calor.
Hoy hace calor, sí.
Sí, sí. Ya, bueno, casi son las 11 y
De
aún
la
así,
noche.
sí,
Las
de la
11
noche.
de la noche.
Sí, mira cómo trabajamos.
Sin parar.
Sin parar, sí. Bueno, so there are a number of words in Spanish that have the identical words, but one has an accent and one doesn't. And what we want to do is help you understand which is which, because they can get confusing, and if you write them incorrectly, somebody else could get confused as well. Yeah?
Well, the first ones that come to my mind that students always mix are tú and tú.
Ah,
Tú with an accent and tú without an accent.
okay.
Okay, so we've got tú with an accent, which means
You
you.
means
Tú.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then we have tú without an accent, which means
Your.
yo, which is the possessive.
Mm.
So give us some examples.
So, for example, I could say, tú hablas español. Okay?
And that one would have
The accent, because that's
an accent.
you. O es tu libro. Tiene un libro aquí.
And that's without the accent.
That's your book. Yeah?
Same with me.
Okay.
For example, esto es para mí. O mi hijo se llama Sebastián.
Okay.
So, esto es para mí.
With accent. With accent. And that one is the word me, basically, isn't it?
Me.
For me. When it's something's coming, you want to say for me. Yeah? Me. With accent.
Mi hijo se llama Sebastián. Mi hijo.
Just with a dot. Just a normal I.
Normal.
And that's my son. Mi hijo. Okay? So if it's my, no accent. If it's me, accent.
Muy bien. Él y él. El perro es negro. Él es inglés.
Okay.
El perro es negro.
So that's without. That's the word the.
The article.
Okay. What you'll notice, just as a little sidebar, there isn't a difference in pronunciation. There might be.
El. Yeah, with the accent it's a little bit.
A little bit stronger,
El.
but it's very difficult to identify.
Yeah.
It's more when it's written, so that it doesn't get confused when you see written. Yeah.
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 Exactly.
Okay, so.
Él es inglés.
He is English, and that has an accent. Yeah.
Muy bien, Gordon.
I know, I'm very good, aren't they?
Vale,
Thank you.
Tenemos sí y sí.
Ah.
Vale, hay tres. There are three. We've got, for example, sí, me gusta.
Yes, I like it.
O si te gusta, te lo doy.
If you like it, I'll give you it.
O la nota, sí. La nota musical, sí.
Ah.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do.
T.
Sí, en español.
Okay.
Es diferente.
Okay.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do.
Oh, we say ti, do. Okay.
Es incorrecto en inglés.
It's obviously it's the translation. Loses a bit in translation. Okay. So
Entonces,
if you want to say
sí, me gusta.
Yes, the word yes has an accent. Sí.
Si te gusta, te lo doy.
Hmm. And that's an if. So the difference, if has no accent.
Muy bien.
So not a lot of people know that, particularly beginner students don't know that the word si without an accent is if. So there you are, you might be learning something new.
And the T
I have no idea.
without.
Without. There you are. So if you ever have to mention that note, now that may happen
in every conversation that usually.
You could see if you could actually. This could be your job to see if you could squeeze it in. Yeah, you know that note. Okay.
Sí, I know that note. Que sí.
Que sí.
La nota sí. Oh, sí. Confusion.
Accent, no accent. Okay.
Okay, we've got te y té.
Ah, okay.
Te quiero. Quiero un té.
Okay. So, te quiero, I love you. To you, I love. Yeah. No accent.
No accent. Quiero un té.
I want a cup of tea. Accent.
Muy bien. D y D. Quiero que me dé un cheque. Quiero que me dé un cheque. O soy de Madrid.
Okay. So, quiero que me dé un cheque. I want him to give me a check.
No se
with
puede.
accent.
To give, sí. Y soy de Madrid.
Without an accent.
Muy bien.
So you probably already know that one. De donde eres, no accent. Where are you from?
Solo y solo. Although, of course, they've changed the
academy has taken this off
has taken this accent
They
off
think
both
this.
words, but I don't care because I rebel against it and I still put the accent because it's confusing if not. So I don't care what you say, you Academy of
de las narices.
Spanish language. Solo and solo. Estoy solo. Solo quiero un café. Solo quiero un café solo.
Ah, okay. So the first one was estoy solo, no?
Estoy solo.
I'm alone. Now, alone, I'm going to tell you a little trick to remember.
Or estoy sola.
Yeah, or sola. So the word alone has no accent. And so the way you remember it is it's alone without an accent.
Oh, muy bien,
yeah?
Muy bien.
Okay.
Y solo quiero un café solo.
Okay. So solo quiero un café. I only want. Now that word can be solo or it can be solamente.
Solamente. Solo with an accent is the contraction of solamente. Solamente, solo.
Which is the adverb only. So the way I remember that is the one if it's an only, if it's a solamente, that one always has the accent. If it's alone, it's lonely, it has no accent.
¿Y café solo?
Café solo, a coffee alone. No?
So
no accent.
Muy bien.
Cynthia's father, when he was here, he said, I'm going to go to have a coffee and I'm going to say one coffee alone.
One coffee alone.
One coffee alone.
You all go out.
And he was thinking un café solo, yeah? An only coffee, black coffee, yeah?
Tenemos qué y qué. ¿Qué quieres? El hombre que vive en esa casa es viudo.
Okay, so ¿qué quieres? What do you want? The question, what will have an accent on it.
El hombre que vive allí es viudo.
The man that, we would say who, but they say that lives there is a widow.
You can say that as well in English.
A widower, I should say. Yeah. Yeah.
Widow or widower?
Widower.
I like that. It's like more widow.
Yeah, a widower. Yeah, he's more widower.
I'm not just a widow, but a widower.
Because men tend to be more sad. Or sadder even. So, When a K doesn't have an accent, it's that. It's the word that. Typically. Okay, it has some other jobs, but most times that without and what with. Yeah?
Typically.
So remember, yeah, what with.
And the very last one, aún y aún.
Oh.
Aún estoy trabajando.
I'm still working.
O aún así lo paso bien.
Even so. Lo paso bien?
Lo paso bien.
I'm having a good time. Even so, I'm having a good time. Okay, now this one always causes me confusion, so I'm going to go for the first one was aún
estoy trabajando.
I'm still working with accent.
Sí, still with accent.
And aún así, even so, no accent.
No accent.
So
even
still has an accent, okay?
Aún.
It still has an accent. It still has an accent. That's the way to remember it. Okay?
And even. It doesn't even have an accent.
Doesn't even have an accent. So still has an accent, and even doesn't even have an accent. Muy bien.
Estas son las palabras. These are the words. And the time.
11 minutes. Jinx. Venga. Ok, entonces, nos vamos y nos vemos.
Nos vemos, sí.
Perdóname.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.